2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes, and then we'll start. Wrong one, wrong feed. Wrong feed. Wrong feed. Ah, okay, guys. Good afternoon. And welcome to the end of the year, the final Queensville of the year. Yes, it's the last show of the year. I'm here for 3 hours today. Started about half an hour earlier because I thought we have time for you guys. And it's going to be a review of the year that I've had. And what has been going on with Queensville, what's been going on with myself, and what's been happening this year, and how things have come up. My first Christmas card of the year is there. I didn't have any tinsel. I was trying to find my Christmas top, but my Christmas top has disappeared somewhere. So I can't find it. I wanted to put it on because it was Christmas for you. And I don't know where my hat is either. My hat has disappeared as well. So we were in festive mood. So we kind of have Devon behind me, and she is being great today. Loads to cram in the show today. Loads to talk about. Gaming Head's joined us again. Nice one, yes indeed. We're going to explain why a video has been removed off my channel as well. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I just need to go get some water and then we will start. 2 minutes. Good. Right. Okay. So before we do the end of the year, let's explain what happened on Tuesday's show. Yes. Things got a little bit crazy on Tuesday's live stream. Now, I had a phone call yesterday from Mark. And obviously, you guys probably know about what happened on Tuesday with the Brexit business going on. That video's been taken off now. Basically, I just wanted to clarify that obviously it was just something that had to be said, and I think I was right in taking it down. And in fact, it was better if I did remove it because seriously, things got a little bit out of hand. And just wanted to quickly say that I'm going to clarify today why it's been taken down. May have been the fact that one of our subscribers, James, thingy, has just had moments to himself and has backfired on what has been happening. And I'm not here to cause an argument or anything, but I want to quickly say, this is the final thing I'm going to say about this. Whatever is discussed on this channel is between myself and you guys. That's it. Don't want to say anything else about that. But that's why it's been removed, because I just thought the Brexit thing was too much to go on it with. It's not really interesting to talk about. So that's fine. But today we're going to talk about good things today. So we're going to talk about the end of the year. We're talking loads today. Queen, ST Entertainment Limited, how that was formed, how that was, how it came around. Up and coming products next year. What's happening next year? What's happening with her? What's going on with, well, the year for me is summed up pretty much. And music, myself, and everything I need to cram in this show today. There's loads to talk about. So let's begin with January. January was one of the shittest months ever. There wasn't any Queensville. There was 3 months of Queensville that was done, not done. And my year started off pretty shit. By the fact my birthday was ruined so much. Devon, make your mind up, please, because I've got things to do. You know, get up downstairs. Where's Mama? So the beginning of the year was not good. My birthday was just a disaster. I had a shitty year. I had a shitty month. January was terrible. February got a little bit better. I met Jodie Bradford. I met Jade. I met loads of people singing was good. And February started off pretty well. March became a great thing. March had been better. Started back live streaming on YouTube and formed ST Entertainment Limited in March. We kicked it off originally in May, and basically we had a lot of spare time on my hands. So I wasn't working. I was not working for wasn't working for a while, and then I decided that it would be good to form a little bit of a company. And this is how this came around. This part. I was just getting sick of people who were getting ripped off by the music business and industry. She's sparking because she wants to go in the room. So basically, the way it came around was there was not many notable people getting out there to sing and perform and stuff going on with it. Devin, shut up, will you? Give us 2 seconds, guys. You dog. Devin, you just barking. There's one going there. What's the matter? Can you have your in? So the beginning of the year, so January was bad. February has been thinking. March was a bit more better. As I say, I formed the label, and it felt pretty slow for the first few months, and then I started to talk to a lot of artists, and people came forward, and MP3s were actually good. So, and then by April, the label was up and running, and Jodie was the first to sign. And then start getting back in production, start getting the studio up and running. Got some money from the DWP. Got all this renewed, paid for all this stuff, bought a brand new printer, got all the studio back up and running, got all this out, got back up and running, working spot on. And the last 3 months prior to this was a bit hard for me, very upsetting for me. A lot of turmoil, disagreements, pressures at the time. Just things went too quick for me that month. I basically just went out of control. And then I met Jade in June. We got an album out within a few months, and she started coming on board, and she started helping me out a lot. She saved the business, which was interesting. Now she is a full-time producer, full-time arranger, and I'm off to hers for 2 days. And then I basically just continued to support this business. When we got Alex was the last to sign, and she brought an album out called The Garden of Light. Jade brought an album out called Secret Voice, which was her first album, and it sold a load of copies. Gothic Songbook was the second one she brought out, and The Galaxy's first album has been brought out as well. And I had a great success with these, and they have been the best productions I've done over the last year. And there's more coming out, guys, next year. And I enjoy doing this, and I love doing it. It's just something I like to do, and that's cool. My whole year this year, sum up in a few words, has been very, very well good. I've had a great year this year. This year has been better than last year. Last year I just did nothing. I just went in a year of rest and relax, but getting back on board to do something for people who want to do it has been great. We've got like loads of people working for us now, and seriously, it's just worked out amazing. I mean, next year is going to be better. Get these guys on the road next year. Photos, performance. Wow, unbelievable. Grew a beard. That's the most important thing. My whole year this year has been really good. Chris started his own channel up. Mr. Metal started his own channel up this year. He started off really quiet, but he got bigger and bigger, which is getting really good. He's getting a lot of good views now for his channel, which is really amazing. And he's doing well. He's doing really well. So highlight of the year has to be Mark. When Mark was telling me he was coming to the Northeast and coming up here, he finally did. Made my year so great. It took a long time to get him to come on board to Queensville, but we did one live stream together, and that was a great success. And we're getting another video done next year for that. I think we're going to try and film probably January, March, February time. I've got a lot of things planned. I'll say that again. I've got a lot of things planned next year to do with YouTube. We're going to be this channel is going to be changed a bit. Prior to the fact that we are releasing a lot more videos, guys, for the music side of stuff. It's still going to be Queensville, but we're going to be moving direction to something else that we're going to plan next year. We're going to bring out a lot more live stuff. We're going to bring a lot more concert stuff out. We've got a lot more stuff planned next year. Next year is so exciting. And I could tell you what we're doing, but it'd take ages to explain. As far as YouTube is concerned, AdSense has been stopped. I am no longer making money on YouTube anymore. They foreclosed my YouTube business going on because they believe apparently that copyright issues are starting up with it and everything else. So that's a sad thing, I'm afraid. So we can't really gain money back from YouTube. What we are going to do next year, we have some great news that I didn't want to say over the past year or so. Something has been coming around in my brain quite a while back. When we started releasing Secret Voice and The Garden Light and with Gothic Songbook, we are about to do something even better. Now, we did try and send these over to Frontiers in the in Italy. Fortunately, they're in no-go. Well, I'm about to venture on something really exciting. We're about to send our recordings to New York in the States to the Orchard Music. Frontiers Records is now based in the United States. It's no longer based in Italy. They're actually just outputting this stuff to America now. The Orchard is one of the most amazing great things I've ever heard of. They are great. They work with labels who want to be noticed for artists who cannot get out there and published it quite a bit. We are about to send our 3 releases that we've brought already to the Orchard next year. We're going to get a letter produced as well. If this works out well for us, we will be seriously working out well with these guys. I'm talking about promotion videos made. If that takes off very well, we will be happy with that. So we have their address and we're going to send that over to New York in America next year, actually at the beginning of the year, and we will be getting, we might be a subsidiary to those guys. If you want to get these guys noticed. And not only to say they work in America, but they work in the UK for us. So that's exciting for us to do. We just basically want to see if it'll work. We want to see if it works. So if we do well in the USA with it, we're fine. Don't understand why they won't work in Italy. No idea. I don't even think that address is actually valid anymore. But anyway, to summarise my year. (2018) has been a great year for me. I've had my highs, I've had my lows, I've had my fights, I've had my arguments. I've had my downs. But things have worked out for the best. And I'm happy with everything. And my whole life has just turned out around so well. I'm only 44. Next year I'm 44. But to do something for these guys is incredible. And I'm really happy to say that, guys, I had a great year. My year's been great. So, without all that out the way, I want to wish Merry Christmas to Gaming Head, Planet Mixer, to Mike, who I'll still speak to him. That's all I'll say. I'm going to start my arguments on here today, guys. So all I have to say to him is just thanks very much, mate. Also, to all subscribers on YouTube, thank you very much for all the great support this year. Thank you very much to giving support to Jade as well. And her channel has been, her views have been amazing over the past year. Nearly over 1,000 views in 4 months. 1,000 views in a month. That is just incredible. Jade has been doing phenomenally well. If we can hit the target for Alex and for Jodie will just be wow. Yeah. We have a lot of things planned next year, guys, but it will take a mouthful to talk about. So, I have my good year. I've tried the sugar today, so I've been a mess today. Right, we've got comments to sort out. We have got live chat to sort out. I've got a question already saying, how come you removed your video last Tuesday? I've already explained in the very beginning of this video. Wind back to the very beginning of the video. I'll explain why. I'll just quickly explain again if you missed it. I've took it off because due to the fact that it's just to do with the Brexit thing, and we had to remove it. So there you are. I'm not going to say much about that anyway. Gaming Head says, do you know when I joined your live stream for the first time? I have no idea. I don't remember. I don't know when. I can't think. I've got loads to say, guys, today. Right. Now then, we're going to talk about some comments now on the page. We received a lot of comments and apparently somebody replied to one of my comments. The video unfortunately is gone now. Somebody was saying, this is from Maybright. He's new subscriber apparently. Nice fact about the Tue Blu-ray, but there was a nice quality Blu-ray version out there for a long time. There is. Yeah, the Blu-ray. I'm looking forward to that Blu-ray coming out. I get that Blu-ray next year. I've also sorted out a. I've sorted out a Blu-ray driver for a good price, and it was £25 on eBay. And that was actually internal. It was internal, and it was really, really good. It says, but it's cut for it. But Gaming had replied. He said, but it's cut. For instance, is Innuendo of My Life and the Majesty of Rock is missing. Yeah, yeah. It's going to be good. I don't know as well. Approximately 3 months ago, might have been when we came back, or was it when we came back to do Queensville? Don't know when. Oh, loads of questions today, guys. Loads of questions for the end of the year. Bring loads of questions into the days, guys. I want tons of questions from you guys. You all know the drill by now. I'm going to answer some of these comments because I've had a load of comments this week, guys. Alison Payne's been in touch. I do remember her from the last couple of months ago. She was telling me about some stuff. Roger was a French woman, first mother of his children. Don't know when this girl came along, but she broke up his first relationship. Shame on her. Like Anita broke up on Brian's first marriage. Shame. Anita will always have that badge of homewrecker on her. Shut up, Brian, because you know what Anita is, a filthy hoe. Don't think so. All the model in Britain, and Roger makes them hire his girlfriend. And apparently she's put all this in capitals to shout it out for some reason, which is bizarre. She said, getting these behind the scenes, look, you see how the guys really are. Deaky is not that shy. For all four are very cerebral college graduates that they were, and such gentle Britishmen. The British can't be such gentlemen, but remember, Britain ruled the world for a long time, so don't sleep on the Brits. And I think people, the critics especially, slept on Queen, and these four guys were deep, much more than simple rock stars. You had an engineer, physicist, biologist, and trained visual artist. That's Queen. That is well impressed. Well impressed. Let's have a look. What's your favourite part in the Bohemian Rhapsody movie? Oh God, well, that's a good question. I have to say, best part. I think the whole lot is actually good. Badminton says, mine was when Tez did the reaction back in May when I joined. In May. The reaction. I can't remember what it was. May time I was only doing it between working with Jade at that time. I remember when Jade was, that was a good thing as well, but this year was having Jade a lot on live stream for the first time. She was just nervous. Jade's full-time now, by the way. She's full-time here. She's got a studio made up now. Which is fun. Oh, the movie trailer. That was when it came out. That video had been really, really popular since I had actually put it out. And they always said, do it live. And I did it live. And I was like, oh my God. But I was kind of like skeptical about it. But saying that, I did like the movie a lot. I think the Americans were a little bit stupid about it though. The Americans were taking the piss out of it. They didn't know what we're talking about. One of the things this year that I really did like was Mark Martell was doing live streams on his channel, on his Facebook channel. And he did his Bohemian Rhapsody cover that he did was the best of the year. That was really good. Yeah, that was best of the year, that. He should have been replacing Adam Lambert because he's just good. He's just brilliant. His voice is identical to him. If Mark Martell had stepped in the shoes of Queen, they would have said, yeah, we'll hire him. Until Roger decided to do his own thing and say, yes, we'll do that. Ridiculous. Did I send you a message on the Facebook page? I don't know if I did. Yes, you did. And I'm going to read it out because I still have it on my inbox. Give me a second. No, we'll definitely talk after I've had dinner. I'm starving. Yes, I did have a there we go. Yes, I got this message on of Pat Mixer, who's brand new Robson. This is your name, but it's Pat Mixer for a good thing. He said, and he sent this 2 days ago, and he said, even at 52 million on a budget for making Bohemian Rhapsody movie, it has now made 602 million tests. Brian May laughs at a sequel and says, anything is possible. Do you think they should have a sequel from Planet Mixer on YouTube? Yeah, it should have a sequel. It should be called The Show Must Go On. I've always said that from day one. There should be a sequel to it. And then you realise, yeah, they'll make a sequel. It's got to be called The Show Must Go On. I can just hear Mark Martell doing a good job of that as well. With the recording of it. He's perfect, man. He's perfect to play. He's a perfect singer to do that. Mark Martell is brilliant. I do like him a lot. I just like him for his persona when he's singing. And he does a good job of it. And he's really, really good. Now we're getting a storm today, apparently. It's raining now. But we're expecting to get snow today. I'm not sure if we're getting it now or overnight. But it's been freezing today here in the northeast. Wherever you are, be careful out there. I just hope on Monday that we don't have train issues. Because on Monday I'm off to Prudhoe on Monday to go and start working on Jade's second album. Third album now, isn't it? Third album she's working on now. Then we start working back with Alex next year, and then we start working back with Jodie next year. Hopefully, if that goes ahead. Because you guys have been wondering about when is Dead Inside coming out, and everybody's keep bugging me all the time about that. Yes, it is coming out next year. As soon as Jodie is ready to do it, she'll be ready to come. She's ready to start. But at the moment, she can't. Because she's not well at the moment. She's been very, very ill. Everyone's getting the flu symptoms. I also heard Alex wasn't well either. Again. I have expected to go to Milkman today. I can see it happening. I can see it happening again. I can see it happening. I can. Yeah. Anyway, moving on from that situation. Now we're going to come up with something really interesting. Now, Gaming Head sent me these pictures the last 2 days ago. I'm not happy about one release, and I am actually happy about what he's found in the archives of Brian May's archives. I probably feel I think this is probably something that I was on about. Anyway, so if you all know about the soundtrack release coming out of this Bohemian Rhapsody thing, Gaming Head showed me a preview of the vinyl release. It's actually a double disc edition. But if you have a quick look on here, look what they've done. Yeah. Why they've put that on, I don't know. Why is that on the inside sleeve? No idea. Looks to me apparently they're actually doing something for this. Get inside. Get inside there. Right, lie down. So, what is the deal with this? What is the deal with this inner sleeve? Is a joke. I thought this was supposed to be a movie soundtrack. What are they doing? They are exploiting it as Queen live on tour. Yeah. So this is bizarre. This is bizarre. You did. You did. I'm going to admit that. Oh, there's my shoes. Oh, there's my shoes. I wasn't playing the other day. Have you took that off, David? I hope you haven't. No, you haven't. You're right. But that looks shite. I think that. Will you stop it? Lie down. I think the inner sleeve of this Bohemian Rhapsody thing is not right at all. It's a double disc edition, and including also Live Aid. What is the deal with this cover is a joke. Inner sleeve does not make any sense at all. I was saying this to Gaming Head. I said, why are they exploiting Queen more than the actual movie part of it? They could have put in the pictures from the film to make it that. What is that? What's that supposed to represent? What, you're exploiting the band more than what the thing is? What? Why is it they can't get anything? You know what bugs me about Universal is they can't get anything right these days. It's just useless. Useless. Richard Gray, they all tell Richard Gray, you must make sure we exploit the band more better than exploiting the film. What I don't understand is, what is the deal with this? I don't know. Ridiculous. So it's supposed to say Queen before and Queen now. Yeah, right. Ridiculous. Anyway, it says apparently Queen official says it's going to be out on February the 8th, 2019. Limited edition double album picture disc will be available as well. Plus 7 single will also be available on Record Store Day. Of what? What 7 single is this? I have no idea what they're on about. But it'll probably be the fact they'll probably bring out the re-release again of Bohemian Rhapsody. Well, I think it is probably right to re-release the song again. Actually, does that, because it hasn't been out for years, and it's nice if they're going to release it again on February the 8th. So, the 7 single might be Now I'm Here actually, or somewhere between that anyway with that lines. Inner sleeve should have pictures of Live Aid actors. It should have. But why are they exploiting the band though? I still don't understand what they're trying to do. Hide the fact that they're trying to make it more. It's got to represent 1986, but it has to end 1986, but bring it to a new generation, to an old generation of Queen fans who like it so much and they want to try and exploit them that way to bring an album out and bring it out as they can, to make sure that it represents what Universal could do. Marketing side of it can be erased and just be gone in the bin. That's what I think they're doing. they just don't understand what they're doing. There's somebody in Universal's who just wants to shut their ass and go. It's like, all right, we'll do it. It's like, you're not. Do it right. And they don't. They just mess around with it, don't they? Just idiots. They did release a book of the movie, and I think, and the part was, and there was a part to it where Freddie in a bathtub making the crazy little thing called love. Yeah, that's the part they always keep showing about that thing. Game Ahead's going to try and find the pitch disc version of that one. It'd be nice to see a pitch disc of that, actually. It's very cheap these days to make one pitch disc anyway. All you got to do is just do that. I sent you a link here. Let's have a look. That's a pitch disc version of it. You have to be shitting me here. You're telling me that this is the pitch disc version of it. So there's the other one. Now here's the picture disc version of it. What the hell? What? I don't. I just don't know what to say. What? Then and now and then. And what? What? It feels like we're getting like One Vision on a 33 RPM record. And then we're getting like Bohemian Rhapsody soundtrack on that to do that and that and that. And it's like, what are they doing? They're publicising it wrong. They don't really they haven't got a clue what are they doing with this marketing crap going on. What's oh, I don't know. I am so annoyed with Universal. I could just go to them and say to them, look, you guys really need to get yourselves sorted out. Otherwise, is there someone up there who's seeing it? Why is the works picture on it? I don't know. This is what I don't understand about this. So we've got like the picture disc version of it. And then we've got the normal version of it. And side-by-side comparison. That does not make any sense at all. Is it supposed to represent the fact that it's supposed to be bringing younger generations to get into this idea to do it, to bring it in? What's going to make the flow cached for this anyway? I think I've just sounded it to bits. There's somebody out there who's not clearly getting the sense of what they're doing. It's saying, right, let's bring a product out we can just do. Now what you got to do is let's have a little bit of a thing where let's see what we can do with now. Let's see what we can do with later. Why do this sort of thing for us? I wouldn't really buy that, to be honest. I would buy the, but then again, see, I can't understand why I can't get my head around it. I can't understand what they're doing. This what? Somebody in Universal wants to go kick their asses and say, why have you just made a mess of this goddamn thing? Why couldn't you have just made it better to have pictures of the film band and then have the other band on it? That doesn't make any sense at all. That to me, that just tells me the fact that it's just basically trying to say that but we need to sell it though. We need to sell it for the new generation of Queen fans to the old generation of Queen fans. Yeah, I totally understand that, but that's kind of, well, it's up to you. But it's out in February anyway. It'll be out in America. It'll be on Horror Records as well. They're going to release it as well. Probably the same packaging and the same vinyl where it is. Actually, there's another thing I want to know about that. The picture discs, have they used actual I'm trying to think, have they used actual images, or have they just copied and pasted it from the like have they cut it out and just basically done an actual square of it, a 12-inch square of paper on it to represent the thing on it? Or is it canvassed, or is it actually a picture that they wanted to just scan in there and just print it themselves and produce it themselves? Wow, that's just useless. My point of view, I would say don't waste your money on the picture disc version. Doesn't make any sense. I would say just save your money and just go for the double vinyl edition, which Mark's going to buy. But he'll buy it anyway, because he'll say sound quality's good on vinyl. It's always been good on vinyl, mate. Be really good. Anyway, moving on from that. Maybe perhaps to say this is Queen, where at the time what they look like. Maybe. I still don't understand why they're making it more younger generation, older generation thing even at the side of it. Can't understand it, guys. Oh dear me. Well, different question. What are your thoughts on Jim Carrey doing Ace Ventura or Dumb and Dumber? Jim Carrey is hilarious. Ace Ventura, first film that he wrote, was brilliant. Second film was crap. First film was good. Dumb and Dumber was hilarious when it came out. I watched that on Sky all the time. Was the first film financed by the company from Holland, First Independent Films, because they were trying to make it big in America, and they were trying to do a deal with New Line Cinema, but New Line Cinema, they couldn't get the guys on New Line Cinema. They had to put in America their one release of it. I do like that. I do like when. I mean, if New Line Cinema could have bought the right, could have got the film out, it would have been good. But I do like the Farrelly brothers. The Farrelly brothers were brilliant, funniest guys I've ever met. I haven't met them in my real life, but I think they're so hilarious when it comes to writing and directing. They both directed the film together, and it was the Farrelly brothers are brilliant. And yeah, the Dumb and Dumber film is good. Those two guys played a good part in that. Actually, they did when they did the second one that they did with the original characters in it. I think that one was just a little bit more adventurous. But love the film. It's good. Very curious what's on the 7-inch single. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Will you rock you? Love maybe would be cool. I don't know. Maybe 33 RPM. I haven't got a clue. What they used to do in the 80s was, if they had to bring EPs out, like say for example they brought out that 5 Live EP on 7-inch single, and it was 33 RPM, you could get 20 minutes of music on. You could get 15 minutes of music on 33 RPM on the 7-inch single, and you could get up to 3 tracks on a single. Live Aid, I don't know. Possibly. But it might sell for Record Store Day. If you want to buy for Record Store Day, I'll get it down there and buy it. I watched Wayne's World last year and enjoyed it a lot. Wayne's World 1 is the best. Wayne's World 2, storyline's a bit hit and miss on that one. I really didn't like the second one because the second one was just ridiculous. It was, the first one was really a fantastic. Penelope Shears, who directed it, brilliant. She knows her metal very well indeed. But that second one they brought out, Wayne's World 2, was terrible. The storyline was so patchy. It just didn't have any it just felt disappointing that way. They were trying just to basically make a second one, but trying not to. But Penelope couldn't do it. She moved on to doing that. She went to do that. Oh, what was the film she worked on after that? It was the. Oh God, that Munchkin film. What the hell was that film called? The. Can't remember the film now. It's to do with because we made it for Warner Brothers made it, or I think he made it somewhere anyway. But anyway, doesn't matter. But because I got a new director to come and do it, but the director wasn't the same, and it just the second one just didn't feel like funny at all. It just felt like a concert film. It just didn't feel good. I think that's probably why it was just pointing to the box office when I'm thinking, oh, they're just doing it again, they're repeating it again, it's not working out. And you know, first films are good. CSI Equals are a bit naff. So even though I was watching that film, that Airheads film, I love Airheads. I think Airheads. If you've ever seen Airheads, that film where 20th Century Fox made, it was done by who's that guy? Who directed that film? Stephen Herrick or Stephen Frears directed it. Robert Simmons produced it as well. It's a brilliant film. It's fucking hilarious. Brandon somebody, I can't remember his Brandon name, whatever he's called. And it was with Adam Sandler, Steve. Oh, names escape me for some reason. The guy out of Con Air, Cyrus the Virus. That name, the guy name. What's his fucking name? Steve somebody. Come on, tell me what name it is. But anyway, yeah, because it's Lemmy's only performance in that film for 2 seconds. Client says I don't watch a lot of movies these days. Not that I don't like them no more. It's more what for me wanting to finish off video games now that a new Mortal Kombat 11 is out. Yes, I've seen it and it looks bloody good. Mortal Kombat 11 looks great. My friend Lewis went over ballistic with it yesterday. God, dude, balmy ears. So he's like, it's only just a game, mate. Oh, it's good. It's all the red screen. Yes, it's like, calm down. Yeah, I mean, I've not played any games this year. I've been producing more. But yeah, I feel with remakes of computer games are not bad. They're not the worst things in the world, but they're alright really for what they're doing for. That's cool. Even when we're talking about Toy Story, the Toy Story films, you know, Pixar films, you know, there's still a lot of Pixar films I have seen, I haven't seen. I actually have downloaded Incredibles 2 until Virgin gave me a copyright issue again, and I forgot to turn my VPN on, didn't I? That's what I should have done. So apparently, Yiffy YTS.org, which is Jiffy Torrents, his original thing got shut down and he got a new one uploaded. And apparently Virgin Media can find out that if you download a movie, you get into trouble for it. But how are they going to know though from that? No, use a VPN please. But I turn on that Ultra Surf VPN hide thing. Works a treat, that does. Now I don't have to worry about getting the copyright strike from that as well, so that's okay. So it's just that's just Virgin being a twat. Virgin's terrible. Yeah. I tell you what else I would like to see next year. I think from Queen's products now. We'll talk about Queen for a bit now. I think next year, what Universal needs to really push the button now is to get out Brian's goddamn box set out. and he needs to listen to Alex's album, so I sent it to him. I did send it. I actually did send that to Brian's home address, but I'm not sure what happened to the CD, because I do have his address, but I don't know what happened to this. Don't know what happened to the CD. Don't know. But I'd like him to get back to me about that and see what he thinks about it. We'll revisit in a minute. So yeah, but I'd like to see Queen bring out another set again. Box set would be nice. They brought out the nice News of the World one. I think they really need to stop bringing out again a Night of the Opera. Night of the Opera would be nice to bring out as a beautiful, nice deluxe vinyl edition of it, which would be nice indeed. There is the blue edition you can get, which is the blueprint from the old version that came out, which is pretty rare now to get. And that's just the 180 gram vinyl version. That's just the remastered version. But they should bring out that again in a box set format. It'd be very nice to see that again. At least it had a nice clean print in 2005 when it finally got sorted out with a brand new treatment on it, which is about time it did as well. And that was all done in Capitol Studios in America with Brian and Roy Thomas Baker, and basically he did a thing of that, which is cool. Did you know that they already remastered Brixton Academy '93 but didn't release it? I know, but it's all messed up though. The video version of it, the VHS version, is the first night at Brixton Academy. The version on the CD is Tue Nights. It's from 2 nights, 2 years. You've got 1993 and 1994. Apparently, what the deal with that was, Brian wanted to have not the same version as the VHS. He wanted it to be the version which included Headlong and the other songs that were performed better on the night on that concert from the year previous to, not the year later, to the year previous for that one. That's why the mix is not right. Not saying about the CD, but I do think it needed it was the only thing that Brian could only do at the time, and that was it. Not this guy like Freddie, but if Freddie wasn't ill but very healthy, could you see him hosting Crystal Maze? Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? I'll get back to that question after I go get some water in a minute, because I'm going to get some juice in a minute, actually. That's cool. Anyway, I'm just going to disappear for a few minutes. I'm just going to go and get some juice. We've run out of water again. Yeah. Get some juice. And we're back in a minute, and then we'll continue the chat. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Anyway. This is Mum's won't go off for some reason. This is Queensville Live this afternoon, guys. It's the end of year show. It's the final show of the year. Yes. I will tell you later on when we're back. Because this is the final show today. And we will just go talk today about how you guys have been up to this year, how your year's been up to going up as well. And hopefully next year will be, well, next year's going to be better anyway next year. This year's just been full of chaos and mad. About the question that Planet was saying before, could you see Freddie Horst in Crystal Maze? Yeah, I could absolutely see him doing that. The energy he had us on stage doing that. It's brilliant. If I was just going to say, yeah, Crystal Maze, good show. Why did he leave? He only did 4 seasons of it, but he left within the last season because he had enough, didn't he? Yes, he did. Got a message here from Gimme. It says, check this laptop. This looks neat. Let's have a look. Buy me a man since you've been gone. This is the yeah, this is the restored version. This is the one that they've this is the new print. Apparently this was supposed to be the new print coming out, but due to waiting ages for it, they didn't get a chance to get released because the VHS version is not officially out. And I mean, they can put it out on Blu-ray. It's just the fact that they're just it just really isn't in HD yet when it's not sorted out. It gets sorted out probably next year though for it anyway. Hopefully it gets released, which would be fine. It'd be cool as well. But no, not too bad. Not too bad. I've already got it anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah, Crystal Maze was really good, but Richard shouldn't have left. He should have stayed. Shouldn't have gone with the next year or so. Would have been good. Richard Gray's who I'm on about. What about Richard Gray? Still working for Queen, still doing the artworks, still doing rubbish jobs of them. But it's got to be all from the side of them. No, it hasn't. Make something good, mate. That's all you gotta do. Make something good of it. Be the dog you are. He's all right, but his sense of artwork is for this artwork he's done is shit. Even that Queen Forever one, which people were mortified about that goddamn thing. I mean, the Queen Forever is the worst compilation ever made. Even Greatest Hits 3 I always talk about is terrible. Just awful. Is Devon still going to be around next month, or is she going home? Devon is staying with us now. She's staying permanently with us now. She can't go. She will be able to travel. She can't go out to London because she can't be taken into the house. So Devon's here for life. She is. She's here, which is nice for us. And she'll be staying with us for quite a while. Yes. So no, she's not going home. She is staying. I said I can't take her in. But Devon has been great. Honestly, she's becoming out to be more adulthood dog than being a run around dog. But she's been on two today. And she's going to go on tonight. So no, she's not going home. She would have been going home, but to be honest with you, it's just a waste of time. Mrs. doesn't have one other temp look after either, so she says, "Keep Devon here. It's fine with me." That's it. It's all right, but also we don't mind. She gets out a lot. She goes running a lot. She's losing a lot of weight now, which is good, and she is being a good dog. So yes, she's not moving anywhere. And we were kind of skeptical about it, saying if it was half and half about it. And we thought, no, it's not going to work. But now she's fine. Giving it says, bought myself a new tablet today due to a very good offer I had. Nice one. My tablet is dead. My tablet really needs to be cleaned. It needs to be formatted because I've got much storage on it. I'm actually hopefully going to try and get a new upgrade of that one if possible. She does look quite settled. Well, she is settled here. She likes just lying on this bed a lot. She lies on the bed. She just rests. She just plays with me a lot. We lie in bed together. Keeps me warm. Doesn't like the rain. Hates the rain. But she's a good dog. I got my laptop working finally. Do you know what? Right. Well, that HP laptop, by the way, is now in the bin. It's gone. That thing died. The laptop died. I was like, let's put powering on it. And I went, shit, it's dead. But I have got that SSD working in that Toshiba. Trying to install the new patch for Windows 10 doesn't work. It's tried to download it many times and it ain't working. So I don't know whether my Ethernet cable is broken. Saying that though, I will have to go and get some Ethernet cables next year because I'm seriously going to need to get some new ones. Because these ones, they're about to go in the bin. Because there is, I've got 3 Ethernet cables in the back of this thing. I've got one for the printer, one for the computer, and one for the laptop. And one of my Ethernet cables is broken because it doesn't go in properly with it being the printer. It needs to get a new one. You can buy them for about £2 or something now. We'll be getting them ones. Planet says, do you like certain games to test on PC like Bejeweled 2 or Sherlock Holmes? I tell you what, Sherlock Holmes, I don't like it. I actually bought them games and I'd started playing most of it. I can't do it. It's absolutely hard as muck to do it. Bejeweled 2 I don't like. Their games are not for me then. RPG games is what I really miss. But next year, this motherboard, memory, and the CPU, I'm going to change the board over to an Intel board. I'm not getting a high-end board. I want onboard graphics. But I'm having a thought actually that might work. This might actually work for me better. Instead of buying a new, I mean, I do really want a new board, really, because the board is getting old now. Been working for many years and I had no problems with it at all. Like Windows 10 have been a pain in the ass to sort out because Windows 10 started playing up for about a couple of, like this year, until I got the new one installed and it worked out fine. And now I'm sure that Windows 10 was the bugger I had with it, but now I've got the new one, it was working out great. But games for me, like games like Spyro the Dragon and because they've just just brought that back out now. God, they made a good job of that new one, amazing. And with some of the old games like Torchlight and Torchlight 2. Torchlight 2 was just a nightmare to run. I felt it was too quick. The game was way too fast. Way too fast. It was just nah. Can you remember what Sherlock game is when was Jack Ripper? Do you love RPGs? Then does not Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy for me is a no. RPGs I love. I love the Might and Magic games. I played that game to death. I could play that all the time. Just to be upgrade, just to get your upgrades. So I like that game. Might and Magic 7, I couldn't do it, but it's not finished. It isn't finished, that game. Not the thing itself, but just for the thing it needs to do. Who's this? Michelle. 2 seconds, guys. Right, okay, I am back. Sorry about that, guys. Just had a phone call. Just my sister on the phone. Talk bollocks again. It's just rubbish. Let's see what we have. So can you remember what Sherlock game was? It was the first one, but it was now it's shit. Okay, Gaming Head says, I actually have a second computer with 8 gigs of RAM and a 1 terabyte drive because my uncle, who works in the garbage collection, found this computer. The computer works fine, but I don't use it often. Nice. Just a motherboard will do me alright. I'm more of a Crash Bandicoot person than Spyro. Interesting. Final Fantasy's higher rated. Final Fantasy is a good game. I don't have the right compatibility to play it. I don't have the high-end graphics card. I'm running a GT 610 graphics card with 8 gigs of RAM. I'm running Windows 10 64-bit. I'm running a 250 SSD, which I thought was fast, but I don't think I'm getting the right fast issues for it. I need to do a crystal disk on it, benchmark crystal disk, because it looks like I'm not getting the right speeds on this. I have a 2 terabyte main drive for my music and productions, but that's not on my computer anymore. That's now actually in my bag because I'm taking my stuff over to Jade's tomorrow because I've been at hers for 2 days. So that's why I'm not here tomorrow on Monday. I'm back Monday night, which is fine. Oh, it comes to right. It's raining. Here we go. Yeah, but I'm more of a Might and Magic person than I'm like an all gamer kind of thing. That I mean, I do like Portal, the first Portal game. It was just trying to get used to that game a lot, but I loved it so much. Very short game though, but it should have been longer. Second one, I can't and don't understand the second one. Portal 2, I think I just got a little bit confused with that one a lot. So yeah. I like games like the Grimrock games, Grimrock 1 and Grimrock 2. Grimrock 2 was a bit more interesting. Grimrock 1 was better. It was very hard. Love Grimrock 1. I love it so much. Grimrock is brilliant. Actually trying to figure out how to kill things was a little bit easier than I thought it was. Let's see. As long as there's a bonus remake of Oddworld. Oddworld was a good game as well. Oddworld was a really good game. That's a little space creature, isn't it? I tell you what they should really do. They should bring out Earthworm Jim again. The Earthworm Jim game on the Sega Saturn CD, I think it was really, really good. And here's something else I'll tell you as well. This is something else I'll tell you. This is interesting. At the time I had a Sega Saturn, I used to put I had a very old computer. I had an old computer, and we're talking old school, by the way. We're talking about 2000 and oh god, how long was it now? I had that computer. 2004. Yeah, it was an ASRock board I had. To be honest, it was one of the best computers I ever had. But what happened was, for some bizarre reason, it erased all my productions off my drive. And I thought, why didn't I phone? It shouldn't be doing that. Was something happened in the computer? So we decided to erase all of my stuff off my drive, which shouldn't have done that. I was like, okay, but it's bollocks. Thief games were good, but here's something about Sega Saturn or Sega CDs, the Mega CD games. You could put them in a normal CD player, and you could find out what is actually on the track. The data one you can't obviously play, but for them CDs, you could also like find out what was on the disc. So one disc came out, and it was the what was it called? It was called Terraplane or something. It was called something to do with aircraft and all that. But I started to figure out what I thought of discs. I thought, oh, maybe something on discs I might understand. Then there was this audio clip that was on for 10 seconds, and it said, it's code block, it's code block, it's code block. It's just like the speed of voicing. It's code block, it's code block, it's code block, it's code block. And it was so scary. I was like, what? It's like, it's code block. It's like code block. Okay. So found out exactly what that was. Gaming Head's had to go now. We've got to go home due to a spontaneous visit at home. Well, Gaming Head, it's been a pleasure this year, mate. I will see you next year for Queensville. If you don't get to hear anything else, you can just replay it after the stream's over. So Merry Christmas from Gaming Head. Thank you very much for all the great support this year. Look forward to the nice presents coming out next year for my birthday. Can't wait to get that goddamn Blu-ray. And I'm getting a Blu-ray drive on eBay. It will be coming. It'll be coming hopefully after Christmas. I'm actually getting one from eBay, and it was £25. I've seen many multiple ones as well, but I think you'd be right when saying getting an internal one is better. But going a USB one might be better anyway for me getting one. I don't really need to use it for burning. I need it really for playing, because my computer's really good at streaming and it's good for playing audio a lot. That's basically what this is all used for. This is just basically a business. It's basically like a business computer, really. It's not for thinking that. I might just stay for another 20 minutes, and I will have to go out in this weather for the milk. Yeah. It's starting to rain here, actually. I think it's probably sleet. Yeah. But my computer's been acting really well. I mean, I've had the PC running up for about nearly over about like 7 years now, and I think the power supply is okay. The chipset's all right. It hasn't been cleaned for quite a while, but I haven't cleaned that. I haven't actually put new thermal paste on top of the CPU for quite a while now, and it has been working really well actually for what it's worth. Actually, I'm going to do something different on this. I'm going to actually go and get crystal disk on this as now. I want to check out the read and write speed to this SSD. I can do this live, you see. Crystal disk mark, that's what I want. I just want to basically do a read and write comparison of this. So I'll just download it. Download the standard edition as a zip file. We're not going to need to extract it. I want to see the read and write speed of this drive, and just want to see exactly what they're like. See what's going on here as well with this 64-bit version. Okay, let's just do the top one. See exactly what the read and write speeds need. Back when actually we have. Just do the top one for now, just see what the read and write speed is. 232 read speed, that's not bad. The write speed might be fast actually, because it has been pretty fast when it does that. Write speed. See that write speed there. 232 is pretty good. And the write speed is only 215. Oh, that's fine for me. That's fine. So that's saying to me, obviously, that is pretty good for it. That's obviously at the sequence. It's the sequence of 32T1. I mean, my D drive, I don't have connected at the minute because my D drive is in my bag because it's all be put away. No, I don't need that anymore now. Can actually do for that. Do you like snow, Tez? I love the look of it, but not wearing when wearing trainers and socks when it soaks in my trainers. For me, snow can be a bugger. I have to wear I've got some really good wellies, green wellies that I have in the. I think I've got them in the shed, but I wear them when I'm going out for a walk in the snow. It's brilliant, especially when taking her out. It's just convenient for her, really, for us. She's going to be that. When is Queensville back next year, Tez? And will Mark Bryden be on the first episode when it's back? Good question. Right, I'm going to tell you right now when Queensville is back. I'm off for 3 weeks, guys. We're back on. Good question. Well, the first week in New Year's is headache week. Trying to get over your headaches and your cures and symptoms. We're back on the 5th of January. Yes, we are. 5th of January, we're back. We're going to back 5th of January for the next 2-3 weeks. For the next 2.5 weeks, I'm no longer going to be doing productions now because I tied up everything today and everything's for now. We're now indefinitely off now. So we're back on the 5th of January. That's Saturday. And because on the Tuesday I'll not be live because I will be off. So I'm going to be bringing up a good rest, good period. I am going to get some sweets, chocolates, and pick out all Christmas time until I can go. Yes, I will the gym and all that business. I've got a dinner meeting on Friday. Next Friday is a dinner meeting. The meeting with the staff. Just having a few drinks and just having a good chat. See how the guys are doing, and then I get to see them on the 4th of December. January, 4th of January. Yeah. If headaches don't start. But yeah. It's been, so that's when we're back. We're back on the 5th of January, guys. It's been one of the most difficult it must have been difficult growing up in the south and having to move up the northeast, but the weather is like this. I do miss the south. I do miss my hometown a lot. I do miss Nottingham a lot. Growing up there was really good. I had loads of friends there. Then I moved away. Some people did stay in the area, but then some people left and moved and went other places. I had a great childhood there. I would love to really go back there again and reclaim my roots again, because I missed it. I miss it quite a lot. But as I understand, people moved away from where I lived, and I don't know if anybody's there anymore. So yeah, I probably have met this year the only American that lives in the northeast. That's Jodie Bradford, and that has been a great thing for me to meet somebody who's American, living in the north, to be brought up on a career that she wants to make. It was even like last night. I mean, last night I was at the shack for the last time, and obviously, right now I think the person who's running it now, Stuart Campbell, who is the main guy who basically runs all of it, he is about to find out if it will succeed, and I don't know if it will, because he's now moving on to somebody else now. He's finding somebody else to do it, and I had good fun last night, but not really I didn't really get to didn't really sort of feel last night was not good. The band were not very good, to be honest. The band were naff. It was all over the place. The band was, I don't know what was going on with that band last night. They were all over the place, them guys. Nothing gelled. I've got a party tomorrow. Got myself 1 litre bottle of Southern Comfort. Oh, you lucky bugger. I have planned on having it with a few Coke drinks. I am not drinking tomorrow. I'm not drinking till I don't know when. Probably on the 21st I'll be drinking, because I'm going out. I'm going to be having a good Christmas drink with the guys. Yes. And that'll be good, because that means I can have no work and I can just start having some drinks with the guys, because I have no business now. I've got no business until I finish. Well, tomorrow I've got to work with Jade tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm working with Jade until Monday, and Tuesday that's it, and then Friday just going out. That's a nice drink to have. That Southern Comfort, it's gorgeous. Try having Jack Daniels and Coke. It's gorgeous, that stuff. It's nice. I'm going to have for Christmas. I'm going to have some Irish cream. I'm going to have. I'll probably get some Newcastle Brown Ale as well, because I quite like Newcastle Brown Ale. The shop used to sell it over there, but I don't know if they're doing now. But I do like Newcastle Brown Ale. Doer Maximum is lovely. Because we're having it, because I've just been told from my mum that my sister's coming up for Christmas now, which is great news. And she's coming up next Friday. So that's going to be good. But I just don't have any drink at the moment until Friday. But I'll be getting a drink on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whenever I can anyway. But New Year's, I'm not doing anything New Year's Eve. I think everybody's staying in, to be honest. Jodie won't be going. Jodie's not going out this New Year's Eve. Jade's not going out New Year's Eve because she have Logan. So pretty much we really can't go anywhere this year. So no plans to go out this year. I'm not a big fan of spirit bottles, but I don't like Bacardi or Jack Daniels. Bacardi's nice. It's too strong. Jack Daniels and Coke. Jack Daniels and Coke is lovely. Try Amaretto and Coke taste a taste of Dr Pepper. I have had Amaretto. I think I've had Amaretto before. Now I think I did have that some time around from birthday things, I think it was. What I do like to have is actually get some new boots, which my boots are okay. I just had to get a replacement boot. That is the one that's broken. But I've actually seen online, apparently you can repair them by using hot, if you use hot rubber, you can actually glue it together with hot rubber. And using a soldering iron, you can solder it and make it even smoother for it to use. And that's something I'm going to try and repair. Because I look online, apparently you can use, if you get some rubber and put it inside the boot, you can use the tip of the soldering iron and it will actually blend it nice and it will make it smooth. And that's something I'm going to try after Christmas. Because I really want to get back out and go back out to Rock Nights again, which I'm going to start doing in the next year or so. Because I couldn't afford to go out this year. Only went out a couple of times, but I had to keep my money safe for some other stuff going on. Anyway, it's 5 o'clock. I'll be here for another hour. So to summarise up my whole year, guys, my whole year has been great. It's been a really good year. We've had Devon, we've had Jodie here, we've had Jade here, we've had Alex here. I'm looking forward to next year being some great stuff doing with all these guys. Finally get them out on the road, performing, having a pub somewhere. And yeah, but we're only just concentrating on the northeast. We're not concentrating anywhere going like places like Newcastle or anywhere like that. We're just going to concentrate on the northeast side of stuff at the moment until we sort something out, which hopefully might work. Here's a daft question just come to mind. The room you're in now, in the live stream, is it a bedroom, office, or both? It's kind of office meets bedroom meets studio, really. But it's a studio. It's a studio room, really, for what it's worth. It's because basically I've got like all the soundproof coming. I've got that soundproof coming probably after Christmas now. So we're getting some proper soundproofing on this wall and making this area here where the door is, soundproofing on that area as well, soundproof the door. Get some soundproofing around here, and it was pretty cheap to get actually. I mean, you could do it yourself. You could just buy the big massive rolls of thick rubber, soft stuff in it. Basically, you can just tile the whole lot, and using glue's okay. Double side tape's alright, but it's just I want to get just make it a bit more echoey in a way. But it actually works pretty well for the recording side of it. But it's both. It's an office meter thing. Yeah. Well, I take an office reading for what it's worth. That's cool. Ask more questions, guys, before I leave, because I've got a little bit of things to do. Kerry Holzman is live in half an hour. That's interesting. I wonder why. He's early. It can't be a vlog because his vlog's already thinking of that, unless he's finishing his streaming computer, which might be possible to watch live after this, which I'm going to watch after this. Apparently Kerry Holzman's going to be live in a few minutes, which is interesting indeed. So that's cool. So if we have not got any more questions, guys, then I'll cut the stream, and I think I will go and watch Kerry Holzman's new video, because I think he's about to go live on his channel, and he is doing his live stream. He's doing it today. He's doing it prior to the thing that happened previously to it. So I'm looking forward to that. So that should be really good to watch. So I'll keep an eye on that anyway. Do you like the band called The Adventures? I have heard of them. I don't like to go with the UK music. I'm not a fan of any of these ones. It's like I said before, when the charts side of stuff going on now, from the period of the teenage rubbish, which is just pathetic to me. I would say that the rock community is getting good now. UK rock community is getting good. The German rock community is just working really well. Especially that if you heard that new song from Doro, All for Metal, that has gone right back to the territory of hearing it from Warlock days. It's brilliant. Jerry Rafferty, do you like him? I do like Jerry Rafferty, actually. I don't like... I mean, fair enough, his big song he had was Baker Street. the speed up version and the normal version of it. His other songs were okay. Stuck in the Middle is his best one ever. Done with Steelers Wheel. That's great. And he did also produce the Letter from America as well. Yes. And yeah, he's a good guy. Good guy. His album has been his album he made was really great. It was. Queen official subs have now been on 7.1 million. My God, that's cool. Yeah, let's hope Queen official sorts something out with the next bundle of videos. Still waiting for Brian May's response back. Haven't had a response back from Brian May yet on that CD. Hope that God he just gets to do it, but yeah, it'll be cool. Right, so I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna stop this stream now. And I just want to quickly say that it's been a great year, guys. I really enjoyed it. This is the last stream of the year. And every time I keep saying this, Aquarius Girl comes on identically the same time. I'm not late this time. I was just about to close the stream, but I will stay on for another 15 minutes because Kerry Holzman's live on his channel, and I want to see if he's got his thing sorted out. Hey. I've actually been live for nearly 2 hours now. I'll be here for no, not 50 minutes. Be half an hour. Say another half an hour, and then I'll dash off. But anyway, Merry Christmas to you, anyway, Crevice Girl. And I'll just let you know that it'll be the 5th of January I'm back. This is the last show of the year. So there'll be no more streams after that. So whatever you want to do at Christmas time, go back and watch the old streams if you want to go watch them, or if you want to be a part of the team, you may. Which is next year's going to be good. Don't forget that you can still get your hands on these. So everybody out there's got to buy them. She said she promised she'd buy a CD next year. So hopefully you guys need to get them CDs. You need to buy them now. Bloody good. Well worth it for what I've done this year. Really, really good. I get to see Jade tomorrow, actually. Jade I get to see tomorrow. I get to see her for like the next 2 days because I'm going to be busy with her. That's cool. I'm going to get some milk now, but cheers for the stream, and I'll see you in 3 weeks' time. I will see you in 3 weeks' time, mate. 5th of January, we're back. It's absolutely okay. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'll be back in 3 weeks' time, guys. I'm going to be taking a rest now for the next couple of weeks, and you guys can just email me, and you can message me on Facebook. I will be active on Facebook over Christmas, so you can always just message me on that time if you want to. And if you want to send me anything prior to the next Queensville page event, any news or anything, send me it by the Facebook page, and I will get back to you guys within the next couple of days. It's just at the moment I've been trying to sort something out with one of my friends, Nathan, who's really a good friend. I've only known him for a couple of months, and he is he's basically going to be he wants some of the stuff going on with his what was it? He's doing something with his studio thing. He wants to get sorted out. Well, I said to him obviously that it'll cost him pretty much to do it, but obviously he's getting a laptop now, which is good. But he's getting sorted out with that anyway soon. Right. I'm just actually what I'm making. I just want to see what time Kerry is going to be live because I want to see if his streaming computer's being fixed yet. I hope he does. I hope you have a great Christmas. I will, because my sister is coming up now for Christmas, which is good. So there's me, there's Devon, there's Chris' sister. There'll be. I'm just gonna bundle my hard drive full of things to watch. I have got Fuller House season 4 to watch now, which I have a funny feeling this is the final season the making of this because I'm no longer going to make another one. But I'm going to watch Fuller House season 4, which is very short actually because it's only 13 episodes this time, which is very short indeed. And then I might actually watch the old Full House shows. Because apparently Warner Brothers are remastering the whole lot of that series, and the qualities are great. They look a lot better actually. So I'm hopefully going to get them out again in HD quality if Jeff Franklin gets a chance to get them out. But yeah, I've got season 4 to watch that. I've got some other stuff planned to watch. Best Christmas film I love watching is A Christmas Story, and I watch it every year, and I love it so much. I love that film to bits. It's a shame that the BBC couldn't show it due to swearing, but awesome film. Gotta watch Christmas Story, brilliant. Actually, DVDM was the person who recommended that film to me. He just said you've got to watch Christmas Story. It's just best Christmas film ever watched. Probably get the Home Alone films as well. My uncle from Poland will come and see us as well. Nice one. Very nice. Yes. Yeah, my sister's coming up from London next Friday. She comes, which is great stuff. She's coming for a week. I think probably Jade will probably visit over here with Logan as well, if she wants to. In fact, I'll be out on Friday, and I'll be drinking on Friday, which is looking really good indeed. So yeah, I don't have many relations over overseas. Only in the UK I have my uncle and auntie and cousins and nephews and stuff. But I never get to see my uncle a lot. My dad I get to see a lot, obviously. My dad, obviously, but don't get to see my dad next week. I get to see him next Friday. Because he was asking me if you want to go for a drink next Wednesday, and I thought it's asking a bit much, isn't it? But it depends on the weather, though, because the weather. I mean, as I say, it's raining here now, but I just hope Monday doesn't snow. Hope not. And he just says next year I will come not too late for the streams. Promise 2019. Well, as I said before, the times won't change. I'll be here from Tuesday 6 till 8 on Tuesday nights, and then Saturday 4 PM till 6 next year. So I ain't changing the times on these. If there's certain days I can't do this Queensville, then you'll understand it'll be the next day, like the Wednesday or the Sunday, because I just can't do them during busy periods. I'm not going to be actually busy for the next 3 weeks anyway, because actually I'm going to have a rest for 3 weeks, which I deserve. Although apart from one thing I have to do, one thing I do have to do, but it might speed up my process pretty quick. To do, as I was talking about the JSA and all that business going on. Yeah, you've got to prove you do your print off thing. It's just a joke, but it's all right. That's nothing anyway. That can be done. Actually, that can be done soon as well. How are you celebrating Christmas in the UK? How am I celebrating the UK? We're having Christmas dinner on Christmas Day. Normally I just put, but I normally start off with is taking her out first for an hour. Then I watch loads of movies. My sister basically just helps out with the dinner, which is nice. I also just relax and chill. I used to do Christmas Day. I'm technically not live Christmas Day. I don't normally come live until about the afternoon. But if there's nothing on the TV, I just basically download a load of movies. I go on Yiffy and download classic movies. You know, I think I'd like to watch Cape Fear, the remake of Cape Fear. I love it so much. Martin Scorsese's great direction on that film. So I'd like to watch that again. I think my choice this year for a film has to be Blue Velvet. It has to be Blue Velvet. I've got to get that film again. I have had so many visions in my brain for me to download that film again because I love it so much. I love that film. I think Blue Velvet. Have you ever seen Blue Velvet the movie? It is one of the best films that David Lynch has ever directed. Even that David Fincher, he's a great director. He is. That Facebook film, The Social Network. I'd love to see that again. Ghost, I've got downloaded on my drive, which I'm going to watch again. And probably comedy films, I think, some of those. I do actually try and get a hold of both what's it called? Both Home Alone films. Because I love them so much. I think there's actually a new Blu-ray version of that out. When do the people get their presents? 24th to 25th. Christmas Day, 25th. Some people get the 24th because they celebrated early. 25th. Sometimes people go out for their dinners as well. But Christmas dinner is not happening from. It's not happening from. It's not happening from this year because there's no Christmas dinners on anywhere. But yeah, but something special. Not really. If we probably getting people over here prior to Christmas would be nice, but travelling though, it's a nightmare. No, and there's no buses on either. Boxing Day there's buses on, but the next Sunday service. But I could go and see Jade on a Sunday if I need to anyway, which is fine. I say, oh, I'll go and see you on. Yeah, that's better. 24th in the evening in Germany. Yeah, you guys get it earlier than us. Because you guys get it earlier, we get it later. It's a UK thing, I suppose. One thing that haven't been shown on TV recently is The Sound of Music. That's a first. They always show it every Christmas for some reason. And don't get me wrong, I do like that film a lot, but I just can't stand it anymore. Used to like it watching it, but it was like, nah, it's boring. So like, yeah, but yeah, but it's but the UK is funny about celebrating things. Where's that anyway? You never know. Oh, Mr. Question off here. What will you do New Year's Eve? I'm not going to do anything New Year's Eve. I would like to go out New Year's Eve, but it's expensive. Everywhere's going to be expensive. The pubs are going to be open late, but Rock Renegade isn't on, and I don't know where Pinky's going to be. And I kind of wish I could go out as well, but there's no Rock Nights happening. So no, I won't be out. I think I'm just going to be staying in with a couple of beers and just relax. What is the thing with this? What is that thing with the stockings? What? What is that thing with the stockings? I don't know what your question is. Is it relating in here? There's nothing in here. No. Are you about Christmas stockings for when you hang them on the side of the things, the side of the what do you call it, downstairs in the thing? We used to do that, but it's just if there was something nice in there, but Devin will probably get one. But the thing about it is that they put it up because in the UK they always say you put gifts in the stockings. Yes, it's just put gifts in there really, and just to have a nose and thinking, ooh, that's really nervous. When we were youngsters, we used to go downstairs and we used to have a look at the inside the stockings and say, oh, what's in there? And we didn't used to pick in. We used to actually put our hands in and used to go. It was a surprise. That's all it was really. It was just something. It was just like a little surprise things you could have in there, and you could go, oh, that's a nice surprise. Oh, it's chocolate. Not something else. So, you know, pretty much alright, really. Best Christmas dinner. Oh, Christmas dinner. Oh my god. Well, we're having beef. We're having beef dinner. Got a nice beef joint. Not that big. And it's really nice. It's a nice beef dinner we're gonna have. And we have everything in we have the stuffing and the things. And there's only 3 of us here, so it's actually just making dinner really for what it's worth, which is fine. But yeah, we have Christmas dinner on that day. It's gonna be, and we just have chocolates and sweets and just pick out all day and just go. Alright, that's me sorted out. I was gonna rest here with the dog and just watch movies. And then everybody should be lying downstairs anyway with my sister again. Billy girl, you're not going out tonight. It's so cold out there. It's horrible. Yeah. Nice to get that. Took her out earlier today. It was cool. But that's what we do anyway. Yeah, we always we got gifts in there, stockings in there. But yeah. But yeah, we normally would have applesauce and mint sauce for our dinners, but you know, trying to get out this year for Christmas dinner was a joke. It was going to cost nearly over about 80 quid to £120. 220 quid for 3 people. Insane. Insane. That's just expensive. Thank you for everything. What for? You mean on here? Yeah. Oh, it's a pleasure. It's been actually quite nice to see everybody back on here now and get everybody's attention back to do Queen again. And like I say, this year's been great. I've had a great year. If you want all the ins and outs of everything else, wind back to the beginning of the video. DVR mode is enabled on this, so you can wind back to the parts you want to go on and stuff. But I think it's have a great time this year until the 5th of January. I'll be back the 5th of January, and I am about to end the stream, guys, because it is time for me to leave. But I want to thank everybody on this channel for the great year we've had. I want to thank everybody for the support for everybody on this channel. Like, thank you very much for all the support you've been given for Jade, to Jodie, to Alex, everybody. Seriously, this year's been great. Look out for some more stuff coming out next year from these guys. And as I said, Jodie's album Dead Inside will be out next year, and we promise, guys, it will be out. She will be back. She'll be back. But I'm looking forward to having a great Christmas this year, so it's going to be cool. So thank you very much, guys, for this great stream today. I want to thank you very much for everybody for their great contributions and everything happening on the channel. We are back with you guys now on the 5th of January, and I'm having a 3-week rest now. I deserve it anyway, which is cool. As you all know, guys, keep your chats coming in. Keep your suggestions coming in on the Queensville page as well. Keep them coming in as much as you can, and then we are back. So have a great new year, have a great Christmas, and I'll see you back here on the 5th of January. Until then, have a good year. See you in 2019. Bye, guys.